Okay, this video is the lecture notes for factoring algebraic expressions. First thing we got to talk about is what is known as standard form, and I refer to standard form a lot when I'm doing this. Standard form is defined as a times x squared plus bx plus c. When we start doing problems, when you get to put it in context and see the problems, this will make more sense. What it's basically saying is you always want to have the highest ordered exponent first, so x to the second, and then work your way down to just x, and then c. Some people call it the constant or just the number if there is one. Like I said, once you see some problems, you'll see what I'm talking about, hopefully. In Algebra 1 in Pennsylvania, A is always positive, and if it's not, you can find a GCF. And I point that out because you're going to see a few problems in this section where the A term is not positive 1, and a lot of people will get confused when they see that and not sure what they do. So I kind of emphasize it a lot. Study Island doesn't emphasize it as much as I do, but I feel like if you can do the ones where A is not 1, then the rest of them are really easy. This comes straight off of the standard. The state of Pennsylvania gives us, as math teachers, gives us a list of topics we need to cover, and in those topics they describe them. This is what they have for that standard, is if your A term is not positive 1, there will be a GCF. Factor out the GCF and continue with the problem. I just want to let you know that when you get to Algebra 2, you will learn how to do factoring when your A term is not positive 1. But that's something you will worry about when you're in Algebra 2 or in a higher level math class. Algebra 1 just kind of introduces the topic, kind of gets you familiar with how to do it, and that's about as far as they go. So that's why I'm showing you this video. So don't think that once you know how to do this, you've got it down, because you're only getting like the tip of the iceberg with this. A couple things to always keep in mind. You always want to factor out the greatest common factor first. If you need to go back and watch the video of a greatest common factor, I suggest you do so. Greatest common factor, we say, is small and shared. So that topic will still apply in this. And again, when you see the context of the problem, it'll make more sense. The factors of the C term. So what you're going to do is you're looking at the C term in standard form. The factors of that term must combine, and I use the word combine because it can be either addition or subtraction. Some problems you're adding, sometimes you're subtracting, but you are always combining to make the B term. So again, like I said, you're going to see the problem, hopefully it'll click. When you're looking at it this way, it's kind of hard to do. And when you're starting off, if it helps, I suggest you make a list of all the factors of C, and then right next to that, the combinations that they would create in order to make B. Again, these are just the lecture notes. If you're looking at this and you're not sure what I'm talking about, the next video will kind of address everything. This is one of those topics where the more examples you see, the better off you're going to be. But at least you have the notes in your notes now, and you can go back and refer to them.